A little brief history on my career. From a management graduate into corporate life, where I spent the first 5 years with an HR management background. I was then very fortunate to be headhunted by my father-in-law into his family business. And I had a huge opportunity at a young age to join the board of a very successful engineering company. That became the next 17 years of my life, where I learned a huge amount about business, management, culture, and eventually a very successful exit. I reached a pinnacle in my career, which was what do I do next? I think many people expected me to go into a managing director or a senior executive role in another business. And I really had to think about what I wanted. So I really struggled to think about what I wanted next on that journey after a 20+ year career. And when I understood more about what I wanted out of life, TAB ticked a lot of those boxes. I really found something that was going to provide me the style of life, the income, and the enjoyment that I'd been looking for post-exit of the family business. When I think about my journey over the years as a TBO, what I really enjoy is I own my own business. And I think there's something very much to be said about being part of a much bigger community with a huge amount of support, but also running your own business. So I love the fact that I'm in control of what I do. I'm in control of who I work with. I'm working with some fantastic business owners and business leaders. And I'm also in control of my diary, which gives me the flexibility to think about how much or how little I want to do, what my vision is to what I want to grow, and what I enjoy in life, and making sure I allocate the time to do the things that make me happy and to provide success. So it's a great combination. When I think about my first 20 years of corporate life and working in business, it was very much about taking the business forward and gaining experience in management at board level and running a company. When I think about my TAB life, it not only ticks all those boxes, but it's enabled me to think about what I want out of life, those personal areas that bring me great happiness and joy, whether it's spending more time with the family, whether it's allocating time in my week to do my hobbies and pastimes. I now work a 4-day week. Fridays for me are reserved for things that I really enjoy. It might be seeing my friends, my family, playing golf, or really just unwinding after quite a busy week. So it's very much about focusing on what I want out of life and providing the sort of work that provides an income that allows me to do more of the things that I enjoy. You know, I've thought long and hard over what I really enjoy and how I would advise anybody else looking to follow my footsteps into a TAB franchise. It's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Why? Because it ticks so many boxes to what I enjoy. Through my experience and through what I believe is a very fortunate sort of career path, I want to give something back to other business owners. I learned so much about building a business, about understanding people and building a great culture. And I think, you know, looking at business leaders and business owners today, many have come through their own professions to own a business or to lead a business, but struggle with many aspects of running their company. So I feel I'm giving something back now to help them on that journey, to think about where their success and their happiness comes from. And I'm able to draw out from them how they can enjoy life, enjoy and the time that they have with their loved ones, with their friends, or do the things that they perhaps have neglected when they've been running their businesses. So to anybody thinking about buying a franchise, about joining TAB and being part of an amazing community, it really does bring a huge amount of happiness and success, perhaps something that's been missing in your career so far.